Here, man.
My
What's up
name's
to you
Zibbit
guys?
Tinklebottom. I'm the sorcerer gnome, sorcerer wild magic gnome, and I am one of the few people that have inspirations left.
I am Shahzar the Monk. I'm double cyber in chat. I'm a Way of Shadow halfling. And I'm the other guy that has inspiration left.
I
I
am
also
Rayne.
eat bananas, sorry. Good.
I am Rayne, the Tiefling rogue, and I whipped one of the people with inspiration last week.
Oh.
I'm Garfunkle, and I am the resident cleric slash
Garfunkle.
doctor, and I will
Love it.
hopefully be working with Rayne to give birth to her baby pretty soon.
Whoa, what?
Whoa, what?
That's
When
true,
are you
that's
gonna
true.
tell
She
me?
Well,
did
yeah,
say she
I'm,
was
I'm a
That's
doctor,
right.
so I mean she's pregnant, right? So I mean,
Oh,
who's gonna?
God.
Who's gonna
Okay, that I like the way you clarified that.
I mean, I'm not the father. I mean,
You said
she's
you're
a
gonna
demon.
hope
I,
you're gonna hope to give her birth to her baby. So
well, I
all
didn't- I
kinds
didn't
of
know the
tiefling
proper-
things were just
Shit
I don't know
gets
how
crazy.
tieflings usually work, but I
Phrasing.
Yeah, I
Boy.
didn't know the proper medical term that doctors would have.
Deliver the baby.
Yeah.
So I guess you could be a
Well, I mean,
midwife.
wouldn't you be delivering the baby?
You could be a midwife. Garfunkel.
No.
So we have a midwife on the channel. Alright.
Garfunkel the
Whatever.
midwife. Whatever. Nice.
he's good with it. Whatever.
Prime Creator, thanks for the follow.
Yeah,
man.
and I'm playing Zodia the Half-Orc Paladin.
That's all you got? Could add a little bit more. Like a Q.
I'm not pregnant.
Like you barbecued a guy last week or something?
Yeah, he likes to throw
Yeah.
people on fires.
I mean,
Yeah.
he survived though.
Alright, so here's
Don't start bar fights with half-orcs.
yeah, that's right.
It escalates
Lesson
very
learned.
quickly for them.
It was
So
fun
here's
to
a quick
have
question.
it was fun to have a bar fight. Haven't had one of those in a game in a while, so.
Or in real life.
See you, Crow. Yeah.
That's it.
So, and a wife?
Yeah, that's
In
me.
real
My
life.
wife and I are always fighting over the bar. Who's gonna
Oh.
clear the dishes off that? I don't want to do it. That's a bar fight at our house. So
Breaking
both
glass.
Garfunkel and Shalazar have these icons over their characters. There's like a potion and a heart. So I'm assuming they both took a love potion and now they're brokenhearted on each other. I don't know what those actually mean.
I don't know.
Yeah, what is that?
They put them up
Like-
there. I didn't. They're brothers. I
I-
don't know.
I didn't see that.
You guys are brothers, right?
Yeah. Funny that you said that. I don't see the heart. I see a half heart.
Yeah, sorry, half heart.
The broken heart.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
broken heart. I thought maybe you guys both drank something, fell in love, and now you've broken hearted.
No, I just found out I'm adopted, so I have a broken heart.
Oh, that's horrible. Yeah, that's too bad.
I turned it off.
Unbelievable. Oh, you don't have to turn it off. You can leave them up there if you want. I don't care.
I have no idea what those are for. Alright, so I guess we're ready for Whistler's recap.
You guys remember what happened last week? Man.
I do not remember.
You guys don't
I'll
remember?
say
It was
then.
awesome. It was awesome, and it's
Okay,
also
we
in the
went-
group journal.
We went down to the docks in Flan because we heard that the lighthouse was out for a couple of days, and apparently that was really strange. And all these rumors about it was built, and there's like it's haunted or something like that, or there's treasure under it. There's a bunch. Those are tall tales, or what we believe to be tall tales. And we went into the something goblin, the
Laughing Goblin.
Laughing Goblin, that was it. And we asked around for information, and pretty much everyone said the same thing. And then there was a couple of women in the corner, and there was a blackguard friend, and he apparently has gone missing, and the people that run the island haven't been heard of for a couple of days. So, but during that, a group of drunken dock workers seemed to came in, or mercenaries even, that said, "Oh, your friend's taking our jobs," and we started a bar fight, and it turned into pretty much a wrestling ring. which was fun. And then the guards came and we all got kicked out. And we went to get dock papers to board a ferry and go to the island, and that's where we were.
Yeah, nice job. Yeah, the bar fight was pretty fun. I do have a map of Flan for you guys now. So this is
Nice.
Flan, and
Looks good.
I've added some key locations. Like I added Madame Friona's tea kettle, the gushing eyeball inn, and Zibby's exotic weaponry. So you guys are basically on V, which is sort of in the middle, where where the castle is, Valhavo Castle. It's just to the right. So that is where I've put Madame Friona's tea kettle. So you guys heard about this lighthouse, and you went down to the docks. And as you can see, there's the island. It's the Moon Sea. And you can also see to the north, even to the north of the town, those are all the farmsteads. So you guys can actually see the locations to where you've been now also. So, there's all the farmsteads by the Quivering Forest. Here is the Valhingen Graveyard where you got to meet the Lich. There's the Valhavo Castle where you actually found out where the farmer's daughter was in that small little dungeon under the small little prison / dungeon that was under it, that the guards were kind of not telling their superiors about. So that you can see there's all the key locations. Thorn Island, and you can see there's Sokol Keep right there on it. It's about 300 yards off of the shore itself. You guys are at the docks. You guys are waiting for, I believe his name was Karst, and you were told he was the elderly guy that ran the ferry. So we'll continue. And I believe that Karst was there. You got to talk to him briefly. It's definitely the weather has taken a turn for the worse. It's starting to become pretty windy out now. And all of a sudden, it's starting to become overcast. You can see the shatters of lightning way off into the distance. You can see that there's like a wall of rain on the horizon.
No relation, Rayne.
Waka waka waka. So you guys are here at the docks. You guys are in the presence of Karst. He is he seems to be a bitterly elderly fellow. And he tells you, "So what do you want? You want to go to the island?"
Yeah, so
You young whippersnappers.
we'll show Karst our little letter that allows us to go to the island.
And he rips the letter from me and he starts reading. He goes, "Oh, that's great! Another job I don't get paid for. This is just great." And he just kind of chuckles to himself and he goes, "I guess that's just the nature of the business. Yeah, you guys go ahead and get on board." He goes, "I'm not feeling too well today, but I can make one trip, especially seeing that the blackguards are wanting you to go over to the island. So what are you guys heading over there for?"
We're going to fix the lighthouse.
"Ah, you're gonna fix the lighthouse, huh? I don't see any tools."
Do you see satchels?
"I see what you're carrying."
Did you say carrying or carry on?
"What kind of tools do you guys got to fix that thing? Is it gonna be a big job?"
I got a really big hammer.
We're going to find out.
Hey, the experts are speaking about I got a hammer, talky talk.
And I flex my muscles. Like,
Too good.
We're saying, "Oh, Karst, you jokester. We've got plenty of tools nestled here in our backpacks. I'm a little concerned, Karst, for the weather. Do you think we're going to be able to make it across without this weather impacting? And when do you think you could pick us up?"
Yeah, there's only 300 yards of water between where we're at now and the northern part of the keep. So I think we'll be all right. It's starting. You can start to hear the lightning getting a little bit closer. He goes, we'll get it." Now you can see his hair is like starting to, blow to the side. You guys are actually feeling the wind pick up quite nicely now. He goes, all right, everybody get on board. We'll head on out. We'll head out the Sokol keep. He goes, this old keep. I hope you guys get it working. Because all these guys, man, these workers are up in arms, and I see nothing. As I look across the docks, there's less boats here, and there's always fights. And oh my God, I heard there was a bad fight at the Laughing Goblin a couple hours ago. Oh my gosh, things are going hectic down here at the docks.
What was the reason for this fight?
Where at the Laughing Goblin?
Yeah.
I have no clue, lady. Were you there?
Is it common?
All I heard was there was a couple chicks there's a couple women that just beat the hell out of everybody.
I heard
And a half orc.
I heard that there was a half orc that tried to barbecue people, but you know.
I didn't hear that.
We hardly ever see any half orcs. Oh wait, you're a half orc.
I'm a
Were you
porter.
guys in that bar? Were you guys in that bar fight?
No, of course not.
As you're rolling,
There's
your
another
eyes.
half orc.
With my black eye.
I got a big
We're-
hammer.
We're clearly sober. Why would we be in a bar fight?
I guess you got a good point there. As long as you're here to fix the lighthouse, so we can get the docks back to normal, that would be great. I would love it. All right, everybody, get on board.
So I scramble on, get on board.
You guys are
I-
lucky because usually it's a gold per person for the ferry. You guys are lucky, and I'm unlucky because every time these damn guards go across, I don't get paid for it. They tell me they're going to pay me, but they never pay me. They probably owe me 200 gold by now.
Maybe
Hey.
we can work something out for you
Hey,
if you get us back.
maybe you can tack on a couple hundred gold to the bill and hook me up with the extra money.
If they're still alive.
Whoa. What did you say? Is it still alive?
We're supposed to be fixing this.
That was like a buzzkill right there.
Whoa! You guys know something
People
I
haven't heard
don't
from
know?
them in a while. Huh?
Hey, little lady, you must know something I don't know.
People haven't heard from them in a while. Huh?
And old Cars,
Apparently.
I know everything around here. Oh my God.
I'm gonna hand him a couple gold and say, please, just forget everything that was just said.
I
enjoy
don't know if I can
Go
forget
buy
that.
yourself a drink.
Not
Okay.
the bar that we just fought at either.
Oh my goodness! All right, so he's like starting to untie the ferry, and you can tell that the ferry. Actually, give me a. I want Rayne. I want you to give me a perception check because you are a sailor. You know you're a pirate. So why don't you give me a perception check?
17.
Okay, I'm gonna send you a tell rogue. Oh my God.
Oh god.
Is there a hole in the boat?
I don't know. It better be a glass bottom boat. I can see some fishies.
Is this
Big
before we
shark
set
down
off
there.
as well?
Yeah, this is as he's starting to tie off the tie the ropes, and he's starting to put the sail up. He's starting to put the small sails up. Oh yeah.
Jib. So, Rayne, since you're a pirate, are you going to make us say aft and starboard?
No.
Good.
I'm a pirate. I don't care about that. I care about getting drunk and robbing gold.
Alright, so everybody get on board. Get your gear, and God, I hope they're not dead over there. The Sokols are. They're pretty. That kid over there running it. He's pretty nice. He's a pretty nice kid.
Your boat looks really shabby. How long
Ex-
have you had this?
Excuse me.
How long have you had this boat?
The dead tiefling? I've had this boat for generations.
The dead tiefling. Not a good, not a good name. That doesn't really foster confidence.
I like the name.
He's sending you a message.
The dead
As he
tiefling.
says the dead tiefling, my eyes go wide, and I do not want to be on this boat anymore. Oh.
The dead tiefling that just like came out of nowhere. I've had the dead tiefling for generations.
I think he's
I would
telling you
like
to
to
keep your mouth
slowly
shut.
turn towards this man and go, I hope the blackguards aren't dead. That would be horrible.
I still think that
You would never get paid.
Give me a charisma check. Give me a deception check. I'm gonna do a insight check versus you.
Those runs.
Oh my
Jeez.
God, Dex! What happened to that?
I think I pressed spacebar or something, which does.
First she did a 1, and
Yeah.
then she did a 20.
I pressed spacebar instead of alt to talk, so it's re-rolled. Ignore that. It's fine.
Even
You
her
got 13
even her
too.
character rolls are bipolar. This is incredible.
Too bad on the
No,
crit, on the crit right there.
So the first
ignore
roll was
that.
1d20 plus 6. The second one was 1d20 plus 6. So
Ignore the second one. I accidentally pressed space instead of alt to talk,
Oh,
so it's
okay.
re-rolled it.
we'll take the 1.
hmm
Oh,
Maybe-
whatever.
That's fair enough. Like it's well
Yeah,
rolled. So.
maybe I'll take a maybe I'll have a bad roll too, and then we'll just act stupid with one another.
I doubt it. I really doubt it.
Yeah.
And that's different than normal how?
Yeah, he says, I think you're up to funny there, lady. Something funny.
Why is your ship called the Dead Tiefling?
That's just the way that I bought it. I bought it from some tiefling guy about 40 years ago. This has been the same ship that's been sailing across the bay for 40 years. I only got a couple more years, and then I'm gonna sell this beauty and retire and get me a farmstead north of Flan.
So, what can you tell us about this new kid in charge of the lighthouse?
He's a good kid. I mean, he's got a couple people working for him. He's got, I think, Darvag and Chandra, and they got some little runt running around too. This kid, let me tell you what this kid did to the dead tiefling. This kid snuck on my boat. I get back over to, I just dropped off some of these blackguards, and I dropped off some sergeant. I don't know. His name was Sergeant Graham or something like that. But so I gets back over here to the docks, and all of a sudden, the next morning, my boat's underwater. He pulled the plug out, little bastard, and he was chuckling about it. He said he didn't mean to do it. So I had to get some of the guys over here, had to raise the boat up out of the water. It was a mess. This little kid. I wanted to drown the little fucker, but I didn't do it.
Hey, you mentioned Sergeant Grimm. Do you remember the last time you saw him?
Yeah, probably about a week ago I saw him.
Was he at the lighthouse?
I took him over to the keep. So he's got to be over there. There hasn't been any ships coming into the harbor, and I'm the only one that goes to Thorn Island over there, so as far as I know, he's still over there. Unless he grew some wings and flew!
Maybe.
That didn't seem to strike anybody else as out of the ordinary there.
I took him and 6 guards over to the island.
Hmm.
So we're all thinking the same thing, which is there might be a little bit more danger, I think,
Mhm.
than what we had originally thought. So Sergeant Grimm's been gone for a week, and the lighthouse has only been without light for 4 days or 3 days.
3 days.
Yeah, so that's something good to know.
Does this ship look like it's developed moss on it? A result of being underwater and being drenched wood?
There's no moss on it. The Dead Tiefling's a good ship. It's nice and sturdy. It was only underwater overnight.
Oh my god.
So it had a little bit of a soak in the sea of salt water.
Mick
Okay.
Googlykins, thanks for the follow. Well,
Oh,
you're,
So
you're such a
so-
salty tiefling.
Oh shit.
It must be from my love of the sea. It's
This is
worn
her in a
off
good
on
mood.
the-
Yeah.
Yeah, you haven't seen her.
Have you ever been on a boat?
Yeah, I've been was once a member of a crew for 10 years.
Holy camole. Yeah.
So that's a yes.
She was the cook.
Deckhand.
I was the bosun. and I scowl.
Wow, I gotta get my. I'm gonna go to Google, find out what those things are.
What's Google? What's this? Google you speak of.
You mean what a bosun is?
What is a bosun?
It's like second in command. Like it sort of like runs the crew when the captain doesn't really want to.
Oh,
They
They
Jack
guard,
Sparrow.
they guard the beer.
Jack Sparrow. Every time somebody says Jack Sparrow, I can just imagine Michael Bolton singing that song with Lone Boys. Unbelievable.
So Rayne, the question I have is, do you think that this boat is seaworthy to get us across to the island?
I think it's seaworthy, but it has seen better days by the looks of it.
Hey, what do you expect for 40 years old? You gonna buy me a new boat? This thing's
No,
over 40
I'm going to
years
buy
old.
myself a boat.
I can't wait to see it so I can mock your boat.
It won't be called the Dead Tiefling, that's for sure.
The dead tiefling.
The
This-
dead ferryman.
Dead Ferry.
Oh man.
The dead karst.
Oh my god.
Alright, get in there, yeah. So everybody's getting into the boat. He casts off the final. The boat jerks a little bit from all of the wind. You guys start to head out to the harbor. Car starts to as you guys are starting to travel. Actually, the bay is pretty rough. It's probably I would say the water's probably swells are probably about a foot or two, which is not a lot, but for a smaller boat, this is probably a boat about, I would say, about 25 feet, 30 feet. It's like a small little dinghy or something. And there's it's going across. He starts to tell you a story. Yeah, my grandmother told me about this. This keep is haunted by spirits. She was some kind of, I don't know. I still think my grandma was a witch doctor, but she used to always tell us that, my other brothers and sisters and I, that there's a bunch of spirits over here, and we never saw them. I've never seen anything. I just take people over there. But, I know there's people over there. The Sokols are over there. The guards are over there. All the servants, the family of servants, they're all over there. I don't know if there's any kind of spirits. I think it was just all a bunch of hogwash.
Have you taken anyone back from this island in the past couple of days?
Well, that's kind of that's a good question, because I started to, when I went out, I had to go, there was a signal. So as I answer the signal, I take the boat out there, and as I'm going across, and then all of a sudden, now he grabs his chest, and he starts to choke, and he dies. He